Hello guys, welcome to my channel Make RTO, right? And in this video we are going to talk about subject known as industrial electronics. This is part 2, and we are going to discuss here previous year RTO AMVI questions asked in 2013 examination. And as we have already discussed the syllabus, right? I'll again discuss with you the syllabus of this industrial electronics. The first chapter is your diode, right? The second chapter is your BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor, and unijunction transistor, not unipolar, right? And now the third is your amplifier, and fourth is your microprocessor. And the question distribution of this is diode will be like 3 questions will be asked, 3 questions 2 and 2, that is equal to 10 question will be asked from this subject, which will cover your 20 marks, and very easy subject guys. So let's get started. Now the first question, the conductivity of semiconductor blank with temperature. So basically the conductivity of semiconductor increases with your temperature. As you can see here, with increase in temperature for a semiconductor, with increase in temperature conductivity increases and your resistivity decreases, right? So as you can see here, conductivity temperature, with increase in temperature conductivity increases. Now moving on to the next question, access time is faster for. So basically here the correct answer is SRAM, right? So you must have heard in your mobile phones cache memory. So basically that cache is your SRAM, right? So it stores temporarily and it regularly deletes the file, but the main function of the SRAM is it is faster access to data and is more expensive than DRAM. SRAM is used for computer cache memory as a part of a random access memory digital to analog converter on a video card, right? So access time for SRAM is faster than any of these following, right? Now moving on to the next question. Question number 13. In PN type semiconductor material, holes are. So as we have already discussed, PN type semiconductor, so basically it has holes as a majority charge carrier, and your electrons are minority charge carrier for this PN type semiconductor, right? So here the correct answer will be 3, majority charge carriers. Holes are majority charge carriers. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 14. So breakdown of a PN diode may occur due to. Options are thermal instability, tunneling effect, avalanche multiplication, all of the above. So here the correct answer is 4, all of the above. All of these thermal instability, tunneling and avalanche are the reason of the breakdown of PN junction diode, right? Now moving on to the next question. Question number 15. An ideal inverting amplifier, the voltage gain. So for the gain of an ideal inverting amplifier, right, gain of ideal inverting amplifier is given by minus RF divided by R1, right? So by selecting the value of RF and R1, different values, we can adjust the gain, right? That's why it can be greater or equal or less than 1, right? So the correct answer will be 4. Now moving on to next question. For any amplifier, gain bandwidth product is always. So for this question, so as the gain increases, bandwidth decreases, and vice versa. Hence, product of gain and bandwidth remain constant, right? So sometimes this products will always remain constant. Remember it, guys. This product will remain constant. Sometimes gain will drop down, right? So bandwidth will go up. Sometimes gain will go up, so bandwidth will go down. But the product of these two quantities will be always constant. So correct answer will be this first. For any amplifier, the gain bandwidth product is always constant, right? Moving on to next question. The BJT transistor can be connected in a circuit in the following configuration, right? So options are common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration, all of the above. Here the correct answer is all of the above. In BJT, all of these configurations are possible, right? Now moving on to next question. The entire functioning of microprocessor is controlled by. So options are arithmetic logic unit, general purpose register, control unit, peripheral interface. So many of us have seen that there is a unit called as control unit, which is used to control the functioning of microprocessor, right? So correct answer is 3, control unit. Very simple question. Now moving on to the next question. If a UJT has an internal resistance 2 kilo ohm at RB1 and 1 kilo ohm at RB2, right? What is its intrinsic standoff ratio? So as you have seen the formula of intrinsic standoff ratio, it is basically RB1 upon RB1 plus RB2, right? So if you put the values here, so 2 kilo ohm, right, upon 2 plus 1, right? So 2 by 3, right? So here the correct answer will be 0.67, right? So first is the correct answer. This is the formula for intrinsic standoff ratio for UJT or UJT, uni junction transistor. Remember. Now moving on to the next question. 20th. An identical op-amp is supposed to have infinite input impedance, infinite bandwidth, zero output impedance. So here the correct answer will be all of the above. An ideal op-amp is supposed to have these kinds of impedances. It can have infinite input impedance, zero input impedance also, right? So thank you guys for listening in, and please subscribe to my channel Make RTO, so that I'll be making more videos and you will get the updates of those videos, and it is good for your examination point of view. It will be like a quick revision for your different subjects. So thank you guys, and please do subscribe.